Today I'd like to talk about whether or not you can have your livestock guardian dog in your house. When we first started with our livestock guardian dogs, the prevailing rule was, don't let them in the house. Basically, you'll ruin your dog. Your dog will stop working. And when we first got our dogs, I went with it. I kept them outside. I never let them in the house. And it'll work out just fine. But if you let the dog in the house, that can be okay too. So we started off with Bonnie and Clyde. They were not allowed in the house. Then we had Doc, and that was hard, but we didn't let him in the house either. He really wanted in, but we didn't let him in. It was hard. Then with Annie, we let her in the house. And it's fine. It's completely fine. And then Pearl's in the house, and oh no, everyone's in the house. And it works out well because sometimes we need to get the dogs in the house because we have weddings and we want to stash the dogs away. We don't want them to, bother the guests. So it's nice to have the option to have the dogs in the house, and it has not created any problems for us having the dogs in the house. So I say, let your dogs in the house, enjoy your dogs. You're not going to ruin them. That being said, I want to have a caveat. We use our dogs more like farm dogs. So we do not need the dogs to live with the sheep. We don't have enough sheep. Our sheep do not go wandering off into the mountains, and the dogs have to stay with the sheep, the old traditional style of how these dogs worked. Now, if we were doing that, then maybe we wouldn't let them in the house. But really, take a good look at what you're doing. For us, the dogs protect and you'd think it's like, 20 acres. It's so much land, but it's not. It really isn't. 20 acres is like a postage stamp in the farming world. So for our situation, we can let them in the house. They're just guarding our little tiny 20 acres and it's fine. And we lock the animals up at night and it works out fine. So depending on what you're doing, and I think most homesteaders are using the dogs more like, farm dogs, not livestock guardian dogs that are bonded with the sheep and go off into the hills with them. And if you are, that's great. That's a real traditional way. I'd love to hear about how you do it down in the comments. I hope this helps, and happy homesteading. All right, bye.